One of the biggest questions that I continue to get about free agency, I probably get asked this every 2 days, and of course, is Odell Beckham, OBJ. And I don't think there's many content creators out there that want and who's open about wanting OBJ on the Giants more than myself. But I think it could be time to put that away. I think the Jets have the most to spend on him. Seems like he wants to be in New York. He's the idea of catching passes from a 39-year-old ayahuasca addict has really intrigued OBJ. Obviously, because the Giants, who once again this week, between Mara's comments and Dable's comments, are interested and in communication with OBJ, but they just don't have, they're not pursuing him the way these other teams are. And with OBJ, that sometimes means a lot. And I think the Jets have really kind of honed in here and tried to create this as the best landing spot for Odell. And if it is, good for him. I think this team has plenty enough right now to compete. Getting a guy like OBJ would be a luxury. You know what I mean? Like, we're at this point, we don't know what we're going to do in the draft. I still think we're going to go wide receiver in the draft. We may even move up, which may surprise some people in the draft to get a wide receiver. So if it happens, it's great. I don't believe it's going to happen. I don't allow my mind to think that's going to happen anymore. It was a great story. It would have been a great finish to his career, and even Saquon and Sterling Shepard, these guys are all best friends. It would have been a nice bow on that. But it wasn't meant to be, and we don't need him. I don't think that we need to give up a ton of shit either for somebody like Hopkins. A lot of people wanted that, or Judy. It would have been nice, but not for the price that they're offering. We need these picks now because we landed in an amazing spot where we're competing. We're on the verge of going deeper in the playoffs, but also rebuilding at the same time. And we're fortunate enough to have, a roster that doesn't need as much as maybe somebody that's rebuilding like Washington, say. So I think that OBJ thing is done. Unless something really crazy happens over the next month or so. I imagine that we're the first team meeting here, I think in 2 weeks here in April. If there's not movement, if you're not hearing something from the Giants on that end, because I think they would like to have him in there. I think they'd like the bulk of that roster in here by mid-April. So if there's going to be a big splash, or if their intentions are there, you're going to know about it. But I'll just be surprised, put it that way.